Welcome to Arash's World, where you will hear prominent voices, psychoanalysts, psychologists, therapists, philosophers, and thought leaders talk about a variety of mental health concerns and problems, including how to deal with anxiety, depression, and chronic conditions, and how to become more resilient, find inner peace, be emotionally engaged in your personal and professional life, and just be your beautiful, authentic self. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Arash's World. Today, we have a very special guest. We have Silvana Rea. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm fine. And you, Arash?
Awesome. So you are, congrats for winning the Sigourney Award 2025 for the journal. It's a Latin American journal of psychoanalysis called Caliban. And I've had the pleasure to talk to Mati, so Maria Luisa Silva Checa, before in Spanish. And now you are here to speak to us in English about the journal. And so first off, how does it feel to win the prize? And what would you like to say?
Wow, it was amazing to win the prize. It's really a recognition for us because we added the Caliban for 12 years. And it was really very criticized for more conservative views. Mm-hmm. And now for us, it's very important to win the prize. It will allow us to go abroad with our work. It's very good. It was wonderful.
Wonderful. Yeah, I'm so happy. Yes. And I love the recipients. I welcome them on my podcast. And so it's great that both you and Matti came on it. And so you are part of the Brazilian Psychoanalytic Society of Sao Paulo, and you present here. The journal is in different languages, mainly in Spanish and Portuguese, right? So you are also presenting the Portuguese part.
Yes, I represent the Portuguese part, but we all do many parts of the journal because we invite authors from many parts of Latin America and sometimes in the other parts of the world. But I represent the Portuguese speaking part of the
and it's
journal.
balanced, right? I think it's quite balanced between Portuguese and Spanish.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we are very aware of making this balance. Mm-hmm. Have representations of all over Latin America. But now we publish in Portuguese and Spanish, and in English only online. And now we are very glad about winning the prize because we are allowed to print also in English.
Mm-hmm. It's wonderful because it's so many different places. So it's in the English one, it says psychoanalysis in a Latin American key. And by key, I'm thinking of music, of dance. And so this is something that Latin culture loves, thrives in. So I love the choice of the word key, like the melody in that. So yeah, it's a great choice there.
Yes, because Arash, in Caliban, we believe that psychoanalysis and culture is the same. There's no separation. So psychoanalysis is within the culture. So we want to disseminate Latin American psychoanalytical thought and encourage people to write and read about it. We have a very particular way of thinking, Latin America. I think it's more open. Even though all Latin American was colonized, Brazil colonized by the Portuguese and the other countries by the Spanish, we have the same problems as colonized countries, but we have many different questions and characteristics from each country. So it's very interesting to make this interchange.
Mm-hmm. And I find Brazil very interesting in this context because you have all these like Spanish-speaking countries as neighbors, and you are this different language. But
Yes.
however, the region is the same, history is similar, like what you go through. So there's also this connection. You connect, but you're also different and unique in your own way.
Yes, yes. We have native peoples very different.
Mhm.
Uh, for example, Mexico and Peru, the natives are civilizations very developed,
Mhm.
differently from Brazil.
Mhm.
But it's interesting because Brazil is a very large country, but
Yeah.
it's the only country that speaks
Exactly.
Portuguese.
Exactly.
Yes,
That's what I mean.
yes,
It's a huge
yes.
country, a huge territory, but the only one that stands out. Yeah.
Yes, yes. That's why we always joke that Brazilian people we talk something like Portuñol. It's like the Span-English
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you joke in
Yeah.
English. We have this mix that Portuguese and Spanish because it's hard to say to speak Spanish as
Yeah.
for Brazilian people.
Yeah, yeah. And so you do have psychoanalysis is very interesting, but I love the themes that you have in your different journal entries. So for example, the theme of seduction, that was quite interesting. And you have one for losing and loss and anything
Yes.
that's kind of related to that. So how do you come up with these very interesting topics and themes?
Well, we start an edition with a team meeting. So
Mhm.
everybody, it's like a brainstorming.
Mhm.
Everybody talks, and ideas are circulating. So at one time, a theme sticks and
Yes. Yeah.
stays in every mind. So this is the theme. That's how the theme is chosen.
Mhm.
But we always have in mind to choose a theme that is both psychoanalytical theme and
Mhm.
could provide other cultural topics also
Mhm.
to open the perspective. Uh, for example, loss or losing.
Mhm.
You have psychoanalytical concepts like mourning or castration,
Mhm.
uh, but in the other
Identity,
points of view,
mind. You can lose your mind, right? So
oh,
there's so
for
much there,
sure,
right?
to
Yeah.
lose your mind, to lose your sense of identity.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but in the other hand, you can think other symbolisms about the lost and losing things. For example, in this edition, the dossier deals with the concept of saudade.
Mm.
That that is a concept
That's
that
homesick. Being homesick, is that it? That's very
yes,
similar? Yeah. Nostalgia, right.
nostalgia,
Mhm.
homesick,
Mhm.
but people say that it exists only in Portuguese.
Yes, yes, I've actually seen that. Yes, exactly.
So so it's a very interesting dossier because it's not a psychoanalytical authors dossier published no psychoanalytical authors, but there are historians and there's a very interesting text in this dossier about the banzo. It's the name of a disease of slaves in Brazil.
Mm. Okay.
And they say that it's a kind of homesick banzo, but
Mm.
this historian well tells all the whole story about the banzo in Brazil. It's very interesting because Caliban it's a psychoanalytical journal, but it has many sessions, and
Mhm.
there are sessions that for other disciplines or other fields of the knowledge.
Mhm. And I love the openness to different domains, different fields, right? And different thinkers.
Yes,
It's not just psychoanalysts who are contributing, but also musicians, poets. And so it's a wide range. And then in addition to the wide range of different cultures, I mean, the languages are similar, but each culture again is brings a unique flavor to it. And I lived 5 years in Mexico, and I noticed how each of the states are very different. The people are
Yes.
different, the food is different, and we have this idea of just one place, but it's varied, it's rich. And I think that is like a mirror or like a kaleidoscope or a jewel that you bring here by these incorporating all those different views and perspectives and thoughts and ideas here.
Yes, and we want to promote dialogue because
Mhm.
it's very interesting to make this interchange. Brazil, for example, uh, each region or each state are so different than the other that it seems like there are many countries inside a country.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's very rich to make
Mhm.
this dialogue.
Mhm. I think that's psychoanalysis fosters that. It promotes that because you can approach things from different perspectives. And it is popular and is used in literature, in film, in the arts, in life, in like as therapy, right? So myself, I'm a big fan of that because then you can approach it in so many ways and it takes you to different places. It gives you insights that you wouldn't have on in different ways or different methods. And that's what I love about psychoanalysis because it's about symbolism. It's about like our the hidden, the things that we try to hide from others. But again, once we realize that, it frees us up. It's maybe a source
Yes,
of worry. Like we're constantly worried. Well, why am I worried? And if you find out, then you say, wait, I'm not worried anymore. Yeah, it's not just
yes.
positive thinking, it's deep, right? A deep insight.
Yes, yes. And it's also a tool, very important tool
Hmm. Hmm.
of understanding the world.
Hmm.
It's a two-way
Yes.
street because it's a tool for understanding the world at the same time that the world is always asking questions for psychoanalysis, and we must go forward
Hmm.
to understand. So it's very interesting. And Caliban, of course, we have many articles about the office or the classic use of setting of psychoanalysis, but we have many sections that deals with open spaces, psychoanalysis in other spaces,
Yeah.
other than our offices, other than this, that like this two face-to-face or divan or couch chair
Yeah. Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's great because it goes in different ways. So there's not like one person doing it, but it's also you receive, it's complex. So I love it when people would psychoanalyze Freud and they would say things about him. It's like, wait a minute, why are you doing this to me? But it's like that. No one is safe. No one is safe. No one is
No,
immune
no,
from psychoanalysis.
no human is safe.
Exactly. And I find the choice of Caliban very interesting. If you can tell us how did you come up with the name Caliban and what it represents here?
Yes. Well, the name it's about the character,
Hmm.
Shakespeare's
Yeah.
character from The Tempest.
Yes.
Caliban in this play is a native
Hmm.
who refused to learn the colonizer's language.
Hmm. Yeah.
So we it was chosen this name because this native at the same time resisted
Hmm.
and denounced the violence of decolonization. So
Hmm.
it was like a symbolism, as you said,
Hmm. Hmm.
about Latin American psychoanalysis. Now we have a voice. We have our own voice. It's this the idea, but at the same time, uh, well, that's why Caliban the name was chosen. But at the same time, it was related to anthropophagy. I don't know if you know this from the Brazilian modernists. They developed this concept or this movement as anthropophagia that claims that Brazil or Latin Americans, we receive things from Europe as
Hmm.
colonizers, but
Hmm.
we made our own digestion, as they
Yes.
say.
Yes. I love that. Yeah. Yeah.
So the result is another thing.
Yeah.
So this is the way I don't know, the atmosphere of Caliban, and the things that we want to share with everybody, with more and more people. It's our interest to reach out other countries and more people, really. And the award will allow us to go abroad. It's
And to reach others, you go on tour, which I love. I love the
yes,
idea. You go on
yes,
tour, yes.
yes. Well, the idea of Caliban on tour was for an idea of our former editor, Carolina Garcia. She's from Montevideo. And but it was so good that it now it's it's something that we do frequently. What is Caliban on tour? We go to countries to present our journal and to provoke thinking and provoke things. So we organize meetings with authors and readers or artists, or sometimes in Latin American psychoanalytical societies, sometimes in museums, sometimes in universities, and sometimes we organize lectures, and sometimes we organize, for example, discussions after an exhibition, or discussions after a play. And it is so good because it's a way to present and live an alive psychoanalysis. So this tour, it's really good, and we want to go to other countries and go to other places and other cities in Latin America to do this. It's really an amazing work that we do, I think.
And it's taking moving away from the couch. It's not the couch anymore.
Completely.
Yeah.
So it's like from the couch to
to the world.
Yes,
right.
very larger. So our next tour, it will be here in São Paulo, and on March, and we don't know yet, but we are organizing maybe something with a curator, art curator, talking about biennales of art. It's a huge exhibition of art in São Paulo. And because it's interesting, because the first number, the first Caliban, it was in the same year of an edition of this Biennale exhibition. So you want to think about thinking about psychoanalysis and Caliban throughout this, like an arc, throughout this all these biennales. I don't know, maybe it work out.
Oh, for sure. Definitely. I think that's a great idea. And it's just also making it accessible to others, showing them, because people also have misconceptions of psychoanalysis. Not so much, I think, in Latin America. I think Latin America is quite open to psychoanalysis, whereas I find in North America, we're still a bit scared. We have our defense system against that, and we have misconceptions, wrong ideas about what it is and what it represents.
And sometimes prejudice.
Prejudice, absolutely, yes.
Yes, sometimes. But even in Latin America, I agree with you, but even in Latin America, there are so many psychoanalyses, as to say, because there are people more narrow-minded, people more open. So we really force to open. We push to open the way of thinking psychoanalysis.
Yes, and you said provoking, and I see that as a good thing. You know, there's provocation that is negative, that's hostile,
Yes.
but your provocation comes from peace, comes from more understanding, better understanding. So it's a good kind of
No,
provocation
it's a provocation of the thoughts.
of the thought. Exactly,
Yes,
exactly.
the
And,
idea, that's the idea.
and that's when you open up, and when you open up to different viewpoints, different ways of living, you gain compassion that way because that's connected to understanding, not just what you believe, but what others believe and connecting with them. And I think that's, again, open dialogue is so important for that, as that you promote.
Yes, yes, and we it's a way of uh, I can say it's a democratic way.
Yes. Yeah, I
No,
like that. Absolutely.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, to respect differences
Mhm.
and to enrich with them. I think it's a democratic way of thinking.
Absolutely. And it's run by volunteers. So that is pretty
Yes,
amazing. Let's mention that. That's amazing. Yeah.
yes, yes. It's more than 80 psychoanalysts and the staff there, like secretary and things like this. But they are not volunteers. We have a budget from FEPAL that we made us to pay our secretary and to edit them in paper. And but all psychoanalysts are volunteers, and we really work hard.
Yeah, I can imagine. No, well done.
Yes.
And yeah, so wonderful talking to you, Silvana Rea. Again, the winner, one of the recipients of the Sigourney Award 2025 is Caliban, which is a Latin American journal of psychoanalysis. Wonderful editions, more editions to come. What's the next one? What's the next edition that you're working on?
The next one, well, we just launched Perder, that's it's losing,
That's
and the
right.
next one it's vazio, it's like emptiness.
Oh, okay. Yeah, emptiness. Wow. Okay. That's another rich topic there. Thank
Yes.
you so much, Silvana Rea, to be here. You're also one of the editors with Mati, Maria Luisa Silva Checa, and you are the main editors. And yeah, best of luck to this. And again, congrats for winning this prestigious Sigourney Award prize this year.
Thank you, Arash, and sorry about my English, but I tried hard.
It was excellent. Thank you so much.